Is your camera gonna get me right away? Y'all was trying to see if there's people waiting to get in. I'm all looking at the camera like it's just my face. I'm like, man, I think about home.
Let's see. All right. Okay, yeah, I am the host on this. That's weird. All right. Nobody's wanting to get in. Oh. Okay. Um, okay.
door is going to remain closed at this time. You cannot go directly into student affairs office. If you're sent to student affairs, or if you're going there to pick up an item or anything, you need to see Mr. Carr or Ms. Stocks or Sarah Stocks or the social worker. You would have to come to the window and see Ms. Sarah Stocks in order to get in that room. Again, student affairs, you have to go to the window to check in there. Also, first period teachers, I think most of us are aware that this is going to be computer checkout day to day to get our students from one-to-one. We will momentarily be giving you some instructions about that. I know Ms. Sasser and Ms. Bullard have been working hard, but we'll give you more information about that. I think you've already got that scheduled for those classes. I think they're coming two at a time. At that scheduled time, you need to go ahead and bring your classes down unless I hear anything different. But again, though, look at that schedule. Now we have a few guidance, a little bit of guidance information for you to listen to. So here's Ms. Sasser. Ms. Yates.
Good morning, Tomley. At this time, the only students we have in the cafeteria are students that have a non-reporting for first period. Everyone else will follow their normal schedule, and we will make schedule changes as needed throughout the day. I will come on in about 30 minutes and ask for second period non-reporting to report to the cafeteria, but at this time, everyone needs to stay in their class. Also, students, if you are planning to leave early, you need an early dismissal pass. That means you are driving yourself off campus. You will need to pick up an early dismissal pass at the end of the last period that you're on our campus, and you will pick that up in the cafeteria commons. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Yates. Also today, we will, at the end of the day, we have a 255 bell that will ring. That 255 bell that will ring today, teachers and students, is only for bus riders as well as car drivers. Not those folks who are riding in cars with mom or dad or whoever's picking them up, but only those folks who at 255 are going to leave campus and drive off campus. That is the ones that are leaving at 255, and the bus riders are leaving at 255. Again, we ask all day today that you practice safe social distancing, 6 feet, as well as keep your mask on all day today. If you take your mask off today, you will have to have a conversation with an administrator, definitely with your teacher, but with your administrator as well. The mask meaning that it has to be on your mouth, cover your mouth and your nose. If you cannot do that, then we'll be looking to have you do online learning going forward. Now, I think some of your parents probably would not care too much for that because that's why you're here. But again, though, make sure you keep your mask on today, practice safe social distancing of 6 feet. Then at 3 o'clock, that will be all other folks, and that will be our folks that are getting picked up by parents and others. You would go to the parent drop-off and pickup area near the old gym to get picked up. But again, though, 255 bus riders and drivers, and then at 3 o'clock, bell will be everybody else, and that will be folks getting picked up by a ride. I hope you have a great day. And again, probably throughout the day, we'll be making announcements because it is the first day.
Okay. Perfect. Okay, so what we're doing, I'm assuming you people on Zoom can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Cool. Is this weird? All right. This is gonna be interesting. Okay, we lost somebody. Somebody was in here. Okay. Well, whatever. All right. I'm gonna. Patrick Tyler is here. And Brooke is here. Cool. All right. So this is weird. Patrick, I want to mute you. So you can mute yourself. It's fine. Just the feedback's gonna getting away.
Okay.
But if you want to say something, just unmute and yell at me, okay? All right. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the two truths and a lie game, but I do it a little bit differently. I know you're gonna be more annoyed with it, but it's fine. I do it as 4 truths and 1 lie because I want to get to know you a little bit better. So, even at home, y'all can play along with this as well. And I don't know how this is gonna work, but we're gonna try it. So, let's get. Y'all need paper. Y'all want me to get you paper? Do you have paper? You should have something to write with, hopefully. So just get a scratch sheet of paper. You don't need it. You won't need to turn it in or anything. So just have something to write with. Basically like that. Oh, Mr. Wilson. He's like, he looks like he's about to start a YouTube channel. Start streaming. You need something? Yeah. Anybody else need that? Okay, real quick ground rules. People at home as well. Hopefully you can hear me. I'll try. So you can see me. There you go. I'm your teacher. I don't know if I've even shown my face at the camera. Basic things. If you're at home on Zoom, if you're in here, don't do anything stupid in front of the camera. Do you understand? If anybody does anything stupid in front of the camera, you're going to really regret it. How I don't know, but you will. So, but in all seriousness, please don't do anything stupid on camera. Don't do anything stupid off camera either. But obviously, you know, where there's, I mean, I'm recording each Zoom so I can post it for those people who haven't seen it. So, even for those of you watching this in the future, please do not do anything stupid on camera. Don't record yourself doing something stupid. Because, like I said, it's going to be on my canvas. And let's say you flip off the camera while I'm not looking, and then I post it on Canvas because I didn't realize it, and then I just posted a video of a student flipping out the camera. That's not going to be fun. So you're going to be in trouble. I might be in trouble. I don't know. I don't know how that works. We have not gotten a clear answer on how that works. So either way, just be smart. Don't do anything stupid. I'm going to go over some classroom rules stuff while y'all work on your 4 truths, 1 lie. Basic stuff. Don't eat or drink around the computers. It's obviously first period, so if you end up needing to eat something in here, I understand, and that's fine. If you go and get breakfast from the cafeteria, I don't know how all that works, but you can eat it in here. You're supposed to eat it in here, so please just clean up after yourself. I've got to clean the tables afterwards, so try not to make too much of a mess. Basically, how this is going to work as of right now. Here's my plans. I'm going to try to run the class as normal as possible every single day. So if it's A week, if it's B week, doesn't matter. I'm running the class normal. If you're at home, you can tune into Zoom. I'll have it up. I might not record it every day and put it on unless like we're lecturing. I'll just have it up if that makes sense. So like you can get on at any time and ask me a question, whatever. But that does not mean I'm doing lectures every day. Most of the time in here we'll have projects and they'll last a few days, it might even last a week. So there's no point in me posting what we're doing because half the time it'll just be y'all working on stuff and me sitting at my desk waiting for y'all to have a question. The problem is with this course is you can't. How many people have a really good computer at home? It's no shame if you don't. I'm talking like a good desktop or a really, really good laptop. Just something, raise your hand if you have something better. You might can download Adobe on your computer. Maybe. It's going to depend, honestly, on your computer. And I don't want you, even if you can download it, it might slow down your computer to the point where it's not even usable anymore. So that's the main concern. We have some program we're working on right now to try and get you to work from home with. The problem is it's obviously not Adobe, so it's not the same thing as what we're doing at school. So if there's a week we're working on a project on Adobe here, you'll just be working in this other program that's similar to Adobe, but not Adobe. Does that make sense? We're doing the best we can, so just bear with us in the Adobe class. So, Miss Haddock, my wife, is a business teacher as well. She didn't know. She's teaching at Adobe as well. So me and her are kind of trying to figure out how to bridge the gap between when you're here, when you're not here, and everything like that. I'm trying to think of other classroom roles. It's been a while since I remember these things. Basically, like I said, you respect me, I respect you. That's how it works. This class is pretty easy, pretty chill. Most of our classes are, so just do what you're supposed to. You have to make a very hard effort to fail. So as long as you give me a little bit, you should be fine. Obvious stuff. So, anything else? We're going to go over Photoshop, we're going to go over Illustrator, and we're going to go over InDesign. Photoshop is dealing with like pictures you actually take. If you didn't know, Illustrator are more like vector graphics. If you don't know what that is, it's like more like drawings, cartoons, things like that. You can add color a lot easier. You can edit those a lot easier. And then InDesign is almost just like a document editor, something like Microsoft Word or Microsoft Publisher, kind of all combined into one. Sound good? So yeah, hope that you're in the right class. That's what you think you're taking. So. But yeah, so that's some of the main things. You will have certifications in here you can take. There's one for each one. As of right now, there's not supposed to be an end of course like state exam. So that's changed. So now you'll just have something possibly a teacher made or something the county comes together and makes for us. But the people making it will be me, Miss Haddock, and other Adobe teachers in the county. So we're all having to decide what we're going to do. So it's going to be a lot easier, obviously, if I'm making the exam than the state. So that works out quite well. Oh, Zane is trying to get back in. Why'd you leave, Zane? Okay. All right. Well, he's getting back in. Who's done with their truths and a lie? Okay, cool. What I'm gonna have you do is say your name and then say your truths and a lie, and we'll go from there. Hopefully, at home you can hear us. If not, I'm sorry. Okay. Anyway. Should I start? No. Okay. Anyone want to start? Looks like you start doing it. Okay. Just say your name and your 4 truths, 1 lie, and everyone, y'all can try to guess at what his lie is.
If I am Chris, I'm forward, I don't want to be, I exist, I'm everyone's thoughts, our dog wants cats.
Okay. You're not bored. You're really enjoying this. Oh, I already filled one person today. All right. What do y'all think? What? All right. You sure you ready? Okay. Maybe you ready? Anybody else ready? No. Okay, you can wait. Is anyone at home ready? All right. This is gonna be really fun. Patrick, are you ready? Can you do it?
Oh yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. I've run track. I've been out of the country. I played football in middle school. I have my license and I take college courses.
What do y'all think? Someone said out of the country.
That is correct.
You have been, or that is the lie?
That's the lie.
Oh, good job. Wow. Okay. All right. Thank you, Patrick. Brooke, are you ready?
Could I have a second?
Yeah, that's fine. Zane, we're playing 4 truths and 1 lie. So.
Yeah, I figured I was gonna get ready. Hold on.
Okay, you're good. This is so weird. I have a really hard time getting used to this. later I can see that.
Okay, am I supposed to say mine now?
Yeah, you can. Go ahead.
Okay. Okay. 1, I'm 17. 2, I have a dog. And 3, 3, I live in Greenville.
What do y'all think? He lives in Greenville. Was the last one.
The first one.
He's 17. He's 17. He has a dog. He lives in Greenville. I don't know. Oh, there's another person. We've got another person joining. Alexia Baconic has joined.
Am I supposed to say what the lie was now?
They're supposed to be guessing, but they're not.
Are they not?
Yeah, he's gonna ask you. Someone's gonna ask you a question. See if you can hear them.
What year are you in high school?
I was born in 2003.
No, that's when 17 you are. That's Friday.
There we go.
We'll just go with that.
All right, they think that the 17 is the lie.
No, it was the dog. I don't own a dog.
He doesn't have a dog. All right, thanks, Zane.
You're welcome.
Okay. Alexia, if you can hear us, we're playing 4 Truths and a Lie. So if you can write yours down and go from there. Is anyone else ready now? Okay, cool. And say your name for me. Okay, cool. Okay, that was a lie. Okay, all right. Well, there we go. And if y'all at home want to chime in, just unmute yourself and chime in. Anyone else ready?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
So, my great great grandfather was retired. My man was my grandfather designed structures for the NCAA and the African.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I did. We have it wasn't just saying it's supposed to be a part of that.
Huh. So your, what was it, great?
Grandfather was retired. He was living off. He was the only one to go to family. So that kind of goes with
Huh. And then your,
I think it's a family secret. I don't know if it's going to do that, but I think it's a family secret. I don't know. I mean, I genuinely think I know, but I think you guys.
as well. Anybody else ready? Okay. Alright, we did. We're going a lot faster with this. Anybody? Well, I gotta change one of my lies now. Oh goodness. Not working on your driving skill. So what, you changed it from online back to cooking? I don't know. Yeah.
But I know like the senior and
Yeah.
so when you get dropped off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's right. He told me he was doing that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You're good. Who would like to go next? Okay, go ahead. What do y'all think? Wait, that wasn't a lie, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're trying to. Okay. Sometimes I get confused because sometimes you said like you're like yes, and then you're like, does that mean like yes, it was the lie, or yes, that's true? Okay. All right, what else y'all think? Uh, who'd like to go next? I would assume that you dislike laundry. I don't know many people who do like laundry, so that's probably true. Yeah, I understand that. All right, what do y'all think? I've narrowed it down to at least 4 of them. Well, oh, that's good. That was very specific. So that was good. Yeah, that was good. That was a specific thing. So, what kind of light green is it like? When I got my first ever like house to myself, or it was a townhouse, I had a like Mountain Dew green color kitchen, and it was very interesting. I mean, I love Mountain Dew, but I don't know about it as a wall color. So. It was just, it was my first kind of place. I was off on my own. It was a townhouse in Quail Ridge, if y'all know where that is, off 14th Street. And it was just in the kitchen. The whole thing was just Mountain Dew green. I don't know. It was weird. Like the side of the can green. I don't know who thought that was a good idea. So I got it painted purple. So, yeah, a little purple. I had ECU stuff all over the walls and everything. Yeah, I had to paint our kitchen this summer because it was red, and this attic was not having a red kitchen. So painted that white, and then there was red in the dining room. For some reason, they really like red. So, and then we painted that navy blue. So, yeah, I didn't really like the red either, but it took me a while to do it. It was one of those things. It was one of those projects I just did not want to do. Well, I did everything else around the house this entire like pandemic and summer, except for painting until like a few weeks ago when we painted. So yeah, it's been a while. Who would like to go next? Go ahead. That's crazy. I feel like it's kind of rare. I don't know. Okay, let's see. Did you break both your wrists at the same time? Jeez, that sucks. Yeah, if you have a bad experience, yeah, it's probably. we figure it out? What was it? Okay. Yeah, the sibling one's usually a good one to go for because you can just yeah, siblings and pets. All right. Who would like to go next? Anyone from online or who we got in the middle? Let's see. Let's go with the classic dog and a cat. Is that a lie? That's true. Okay. Use the pet sign. What was the lie? What was the lie? That was the lie. Okay. And you are Blake, correct? And you are Amanda? Okay, cool. Okay, I'm actually doing pretty good. Maybe I'm just getting better. All right, here's mine. Oh, wait a minute. Brooke, you need to go, and Alexia.
Teachers, please excuse the interruption. At this time, I will need your assistance teachers. Any student that has a non-reporting listed on their second period class, or they do not have a class listed for second period and they should have a class, please release them to the cafeteria at this time. This is only for second period non-reporting. Thank you.
I'm ready.
Give me 1 second, Brooke. I'll show this you talking. Sophia, you do not have a phone. Okay. Tanner, Chris. I believe what you're saying. Grayson. Yeah. Oh, they got it wrong. That happens a lot. Okay, Brooke, please continue. I'm sorry for having to stop you real quick.
I have 2 brothers. I broke 7 bones. I like cheese and I wakeboard.
Which one, Hayden? The cheese? Someone's saying cheese.
Yeah.
Good job. That was quick. All right, thanks, Brooke. Alexia?
Okay. I have a brother. I'm one of the youngest 5 people in my grade. I'm not vegetarian, or my name stands for the loss of the ability to read.
Oh, wow. I thought that was just switching letters.
Well, wouldn't that also run
I mean, maybe a little bit, but you can still make it out. All right, we have one for your name being the loss of ability to read.
No, it's true. Alexia means I can't like read, or I lost my ability to read.
Okay, yes, Alexia is what it means, not dyslexia. See what I'm saying? Yeah. No, she can read. Her name stands for.
Oh yeah, I can read.
Yeah, she can read. Okay. What do y'all think, Dan? All right, Hayden thinks you're vegetarian, so he doesn't think that's a lie.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, that's true. So we've got it down to 3 possibilities. One was you have a brother. One was the youngest in your grade, and remind me of the other one.
My name stands for the loss of the ability to read.
Okay. There is no brother is one of the guesses.
Oh wait, no, I said I am vegetarian.
I thought that was what you.
Are you vegetarian or are you not vegetarian?
I am.
Okay, so yes, we said yes that you are.
Oh,
Someone
okay.
said yes, you are vegetarian.
Yes, that's true. I am
Okay,
vegetarian.
so they guessed correctly. Okay.
Yes.
They didn't guess that that was a lie. They guessed that that was true.
Okay, sorry, I can't hear properly.
You're fine. You're fine. We're doing the best we can with speaking through a speaker and through mask. Someone said the brother. Is that true or is that a lie?
Yeah, I have a brother.
Okay.
It's the ability to read. It's called aphasia.
Aphasia. So Hayden's saying that that is a lie because aphasia is the loss of the ability to read, according to Google.
No, if you search up Alexia medical meaning, you'll see.
Okay, so she is actually right as well. Okay, so then the other thing then is you're the youngest in your grade.
Okay, yeah.
I'm in the 5 youngest people because I think there's one person younger than me.
So what's your lie then?
That I'm not vegetarian.
Oh, so you aren't a vegetarian?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, you said as your thing that you weren't a vegetarian.
So I figured it out. I didn't know I figured it out.
Yes, I think we all thought you said you were a vegetarian, and we thought that that was the truth. But you are a vegetarian, but you said in your truth things that you aren't. Okay,
Yeah.
we got it. We figured it out. It's okay.
Sorry.
It's fine. It's just trying to speak through technology. No worries. Okay, we have another person, Watson Davenport. He just joined. All right. That's a great question. Zoom meeting. Mr. Haddock, is there a Zoom meeting going on? Because I can't log into things. Okay, let me send that to Jair. Jair's trying to join. There we go. All right. Oh, we got a lot of people trying to get in. So. Yeah, NTA Cloud went down statewide, so that's good. And we have to go down to the library at 10:10 and get y'all's devices. So, you don't have to get them, but like I have to walk you down there, and then we stand on, and you say you don't want one, and then we walk back. How many people need devices? 3, 4. Yeah. You should be good. You're just gonna have to get yours another day. That's fine. That'll work. And you can just tell them that when we go through the line, that you'll have it the next day. Okay. For my people just joining, I'm assuming there'll just be a day next week. Then we'll go get your stuff. Watson, we just played 4 truths and 1 lie. If you'd like to write down 4 truths and a lie, that would be cool. And we are going to start a Kahoot game here in a second. So we'll just do yours after we play Kahoot. So everybody got something they can use for Kahoot, or at least follow along. I mean, it doesn't matter because it's not for the curriculum. It's just like a fun one. So honestly, it's all for fun. Try it. Go for it. Try it, Hayden. Oh, I was gonna offer for you to shoot it, but okay. I can see it in your eyes. So.
I was going to, but I didn't.
Yeah. Right. No.
It's that weird gap between. That's what it is.
Yeah.
And the wind.
Oh wait a minute. You probably weren't supposed to touch everyone's paper. I appreciate you being kind though, and being nice about it. Go for it. Or dunk it. That's fine too. I hope that was in plan. Was that intentional? Okay. All right, moving on. So. They don't. Not this year. They don't teach that this year. Why is that still so? Why is this so wonky?
You should play higher.
Yeah, that is kind of fun. We can do that. Yes, I did. At some point. I'm assuming you saw me then. Yeah. I'm trying to think when I went. I think I went with my wife and my sister and my cousin who I took care of over the summer. Really? That is right. That is right. So it's hard with the mask and like to recognize people, but yes, that is correct. I was about to say I wasn't doing these stupid Walmart. There's a chance. Oh, I got to do my truth and a lie. So we'll do those real quick. Okay, let's see. How's my? All right, my camera is kind of looking. Let's see. Can y'all see that? Y'all can see that. I'm gonna share my screen most of the time with y'all, so don't worry about that. Just for the truth and a lie thing. Okay, so here's mine. One, I graduated from D.H. Conley.
That's a lie.
That's a lie? Okay. I'm from South Carolina.
That's a lie.
I got a vote this summer.
That's a lie.
Okay. I have played basketball with professional players, or I have been to 5 states.
Well,
You can't play. You can't play. Yeah, you two can't play. Because y'all have been in my class before. Sophia, you can't play. Sorry.
You got a vote this summer.
You think that's the lie? Okay, what else do we think? 4. I play with professional basketball players. Okay. Anybody else? Anybody from home? Can you even see? I don't even know if you can see. Anyone? Can y'all read? Y'all can't read that, can you?
The screen is flipped.
That's right. That's right. I forgot about that. Okay. So that won't work. So basically I said I graduated from D.H. Conley. I'm from South Carolina. I got a boat this summer. I played basketball with professional players. I have been to 5 states. All right. Last call for any guesses. Okay, I did graduate from D.H. Conley back in 2013. Fun times. I am not from South Carolina. That is a lie, because I am from Greenville, North Carolina. I did get a boat this summer. It's just a little side console. It's kind of nice. I have played basketball with professional players. I did not say NBA players, though, because I did not play with NBA players. I played with European professionals.
That's why I said the thing.
Yeah, exactly. But they were on ECU's basketball team, and I played intramural ball with them. And they might not even be playing professional anymore in Europe. I don't know. I don't know what they're up to now. And I have been to 5 states. I've been to my list is very odd. I've been to South Carolina, Virginia. That's the normal ones. And then I've been to obviously North Carolina. I don't know if you count that or not. And then I've been to Illinois and Texas. So, yeah, it's very weird. I've kind of been to Tennessee. I was in an airport in Tennessee. I don't know if that counts.
I would say that counts.
Okay. If you touch ground, I guess that
That's
counts.
why I get to say it.
Okay.
You take a step over to the G20 or?
Well, what problem? You were?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in it before all of it. You should have exited. You blew it. You shouldn't have done that. Okay. What is that? The tornado. Trevor Hearn. I don't know. This is Trevor's like thing. The tornado.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
He's like a go-kart racer.
Oh, that's cool. All right, we're at this point. I don't know if we're gonna do the 4 truths and a lie with everybody who's coming in because we got a lot of people coming in. Which I mean, I guess Watson and Trevor, if y'all want to do it, that's fine. I don't know if y'all can hear me.
I'm talking to Watson right now.
I don't really know what's going on with Trevor. Why his thing's like front and center. Whatever. All right, let's do this, and let's try to. I'm gonna try the screen share. This one. Share. All right, so y'all should be seeing this. Cool, cool. right, let's play. I don't know. I'm just gonna do that. I don't usually use Kahoot, so classic. Okay, cool. Oh, what do I do now? All right, there you go. Y'all join. At home, can y'all see that?
Yeah.
Cool. That should be what y'all are seeing. Yeah, your screen share. Okay. Then you can just play around along. That's fine. It's not like it's anything but such a big deal. It's just would you rather. We should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10.
Good morning, teachers, please excuse the interruption again. At this time, if a student has a third or fourth period non-reporting, or they do not have a class listed on their schedule for third or fourth period and they need that, please send it to the cafeteria at this time. Third and or fourth period non-reporting.
Do I need to go?
You have a non-reporting,
Yeah.
but you know where you're going. Yeah, I got it. I think it's something on the schedule says like you're not. Something, I don't know.
I need to early.
That's okay. I should have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I should have 15 people. Oh, someone left. What the heck? Who left?
I think it's been empty when you close out the app.
I see. Oh, now we're 11 again. Oh, we're at 10 again. Oh, 11.
Well,
I'm about to start it, and if you can't join, I'm sorry. We're just gonna move on because we gotta go to the library in like 20 minutes. Oh, and at home, if you have a non-reporting on your schedule, go ahead into the front office. So, all right, we ready? Let's start it. Duplicate home script. So, would you rather eat the same thing for the rest of your life or watch the same TV series for the rest of your life?
that's totally, like, how broad we talking when it comes to food.
It's up to you.
Like the
But-
same meal.
Yeah, but once you pick that meal, you have to eat it for the rest of your life.
I'm gonna pick TV because
All right, so most people said TV.
I could watch Grace for the rest of my life. Like,
I mean, I basically watch The Office all the time anyway, so I guess it really doesn't.
I've watched Grace 3 times.
I am trying to watch Parks and Rec. I'm seeing how that goes.
I can't. It's like, when you watch The Office, you're like...
No, it's not as good, for
Yeah,
sure.
no.
But I'm trying it just for something different, because I wish Netflix honestly had like a shuffle for The Office. I've started that, and I've had a hard time getting into it. All right, y'all ready? Going on to the next one.
Wait, is there a correct answer?
Yeah, there's a correct. You have to have a correct answer. Good job, Blake.
No, it's not. It's
Hold
not. It wasn't
on,
funny.
we have the option to make all these.
Yeah, but it's
Oh,
like the one
oh, well.
that's correct is the one that other people are. It's like an actual thing.
Oh well. I'm new to Kahoot because I usually don't play Kahoot. I just play trash ball, but I can't play trash ball anymore. So. Well, you can't play right now because it's one ball. Go a month without TV/video games, or go a month without internet.
That's kind of synonymous.
Yeah, I mean you could technically watch TV, and you could play video games without internet.
That's okay. I got you there, yeah. I'm going with that one.
But without,
Let it go with month up.
Can't you like disinfect the ball like every time?
yeah, I'd have to disinfect the ball every time. I'm not doing that.
Just stay wet wipe. Just put some gloves on.
Everyone has to put gloves on.
Everyone puts on the same pair of gloves when I'm done.
So the correct answer was technically that, but yeah. Okay, let's see. Blake's still beating you,
How
man.
does someone win at Would You Rather?
Because there's a correct answer.
You can't go.
Spend a whole night in a haunted house or spend 1 minute in a room full of spiders.
How cool? Like actual in water?
Covered or just like a floor?
Tarantulas, I'd be fine with.
I don't know.
In the water?
Oh, this one was split.
Door full?
Is it gold? No, we can't.
Wait, how are there 12 people now? Okay.
You could-
Speak up, speak up.
I can't see what's that.
Okay, so Blake's still winning. All right, have an average house in the middle of the city or have a giant mansion miles away from civilization.
That mansion is gonna cost some money. I'm gonna go with city.
So most people-
City, like, what?
Mansions cost money.
If you have, but you can get it, like, it's not like, it's not a
You have to
transaction.
pay
You
for
gotta
water
pay.
and electricity.
Assuming you have a giant mansion,
You
you
would
could
have money
probably,
to go with it.
assuming that you could pay for all the amenities. That's what
Yeah, I'm assuming it's, yeah, you can afford the house you live in. So I guess the main question is, do you want to live out in the country or do you want to live in the city? That's really the question. Well, I guess the question is, do you want to live in the city with a regular house or do you want to live in the country with a humongous house?
What's the stimulus to live in the city? I guess closer to work, but you're not worried about gas.
Well, I'm assuming like there's more stuff to do in the city, obviously. So like,
But.
But if you have a giant mansion, you'll probably have a great car and you can drive the city you want. So.
Yeah, legit, there's really no reason to.
what do you live? I mean, you live in the like Kansas, like somewhere in Kansas where there's cornfields.
But how close, like, how
Unless
close,
in Ohio, you probably have one.
Yes, yeah.
legit, we'll pull up on my helicopter pad, I'll pay Walmart to put a helicopter pad on top of Walmart and I'll land on Walmart.
Yeah, because that's the main thing we're going to the city for is Walmart.
Every Walmart gets a helicopter pad.
All right, here we go. Here's the next one. Be famous so that everyone knows who you are, or live a quiet life in complete privacy.
I don't want to be canceled with blue.
That's like, yeah,
Like complete privacy, like.
I'm assuming just,
Like a hermit.
I guess so. I don't know. I don't know what they mean by that.
I'm assuming it'd be like, nobody knows who you are. Like,
Yeah,
you walk
you-
in Walmart and not get stopped,
Yeah.
and after like 20 days.
Yeah. Okay. Most people.
Be a normal person or be a celebrity.
Blake's still killing.
Winning.
All right. Have an Xbox One or have a PS4.
I'm gonna say that PS4 is the technically correct one, but I'm gonna say Xbox.
Xbox.
Oh, let's just say PS4. That's what I have. So.
Trash, shoes, like that kind of stuff.
Bias.
Do you ever argue with Mr. Weston about consoles?
No, honestly, like we actually had a discussion the other day during work days about how like the console like war is kind of ridiculous. I mean, it is what it is. You know?
I mean, they're both making details. They don't
Yeah, I mean, I technically want a PS5 just because of backwards
Have you
compatibility.
seen how big it is?
Yeah.
With a Wi-Fi router.
And the Xbox, what's it got? I don't even know.
Xbox Series X. Yeah, it
Dude,
looks
that
like a
thing's
trash.
that thing's like a PC.
Yeah, it looks like a trash can. And the PS5 looks like a router. So yeah, he's destroying it. Would you rather be very short or be very tall?
Obviously, the answer is short.
I want to be tall. If I was 7 feet, I wouldn't be here. I'd be.
like 8 foot now.
If I was 7 foot tall, I'd be in the NBA.
The tallest person alive has legs that are like this.
Do what? I could have made it. I'd be shooting threes and I'd be 7 feet. All right. Okay, so most people said tall. I can understand that. I mean, there is the possibility you could be like 8. Like if you were, yeah, if you were 8 feet tall, that would be a little. That'd be a little.
Like Shaq is okay. Like maybe
Yeah, like much more of a Shaq. Yeah, that's a little too much. Would you rather be really strong or be really fast?
non-music, but like really fast on the side of the whole.
Yeah, no, I meant to. Yeah. All right, most people said to be really strong. Okay.
Does the streak end? The streak ends.
Oh. Would you rather be poor and work a job you love, or be rich but work a job you hate? This will be interesting.
I love working like that.
Depends on how long you can like get off. Like if it's like a everyday thing. You have
I guess it's 9 to 5. Your usual 9 to 5.
Well, if you're getting rich off that stuff, you're probably putting a little bit more time into 9 to 5.
But no, it could just be 9 to 5, and you get paid like $100,000. Or you could work a 9 to 5 job that you love doing.
25 seconds.
Get paid.
Like if I was like I would be thinking like office job or like scuba diving, tour guide in Aruba.
Yeah, that's true.
But you get paid nothing.
I feel like, I don't know. I don't feel like I'm poor, but I feel like I work a job I love, but I don't get paid like a whole lot. So it is what it is. I enjoy getting up out of bed in the morning and coming to work. Unlike a lot of people, I feel like. All right. Would you rather not be able to ask questions or not be able to answer questions? I think I would rather not be able to ask questions because my job would probably not be pretty good if I couldn't. All right, most people said ask. Yeah. Oh. Would you rather never be able to touch a human again or never be able to touch an electronic device again?
Don't we already live in the
Excuse me, interruption. We're looking for a student, Michaela Green. Please come to the main office. Michaela
I
Green.
thought they had you for a minute.
Also, if you have any students in your class that have verbally told you that they did not get screened this morning, as in they did not get their temperature taken, nor did they listen to any of the questions that we asked them before they
Did y'all
came
ask
into
you
the building,
questions?
those students need to come to the front at this time. They come to the front where the safe corridors is located. Again, any students in your classroom that tells you right now that they were not screened, they need to come to the front. And again, students and staff, all staff and students have to be screened when they come in the building. Do not come in the back of the building in the morning. Make sure you come in the front in order to be screened. If you are caught doing this time and again, we'll talk about doing online learning.
Cool.
Online learning is a punishment now.
Yeah, I'll send you home.
You don't get to come.
Would you rather
Sucks for everybody in blue eyes.
have one wish granted right now or have 5 wishes granted 5 years from now? Yeah, if you. I think I would do the 5 wishes 5 years ago or 5 years later. But you don't get 5 in the future.
This is when
That you could do that, yeah.
Okay, no. This is when you wish for more wishes.
Yeah, it's the classic wish for more wishes.
You always wish for more wishes.
That's true. Blake, you're losing now, like badly. Would you rather? Would you rather be homeless, not be able to live with family or friends?
You can't live with family or friends anyways.
If I live on Manson out in the country, I don't care.
All right, let's see. Not be able to live with family or friends. What's the most picked? All right. Would you rather sit all day or stand all day? I feel like sit all day would be the choice. Yeah. Honestly, that's probably what y'all do for the most part anyway. So.
Sit all day, it doesn't feel good after a while.
Well, I can't sit down.
Oh, Patrick out of nowhere. Winning it, would you rather? All right, go to jail for a year or live in your car for a year. I would assume most people would guess live in your car. I don't think most people would want to go to jail.
It depends on what car.
Oh wow, two people want to go to jail. Was anyone here wanting to go to jail?
Why is that the correct answer? Why is that the
Okay, so, all right. Oh, Watson.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Would you rather be stuck in a house with people you hate or be stuck in a house alone? Y'all may have been feeling this all summer.
No, that is fine.
That's true.
What?
How is that?
Huh?
Interesting.
I mean, I probably would like it because I like our food.
Would you rather be dumb but live in a world of geniuses or be a genius and live in a world of dumb people? So that movie, The Idiocracy. Y'all ever seen that? It's actually an interesting concept. I'll explain in a minute.
Okay, I think the red is just
I
all
know.
over
No, Brett is the right answer. It's like, if you live in a world of dumb people, like you wouldn't have technology, you wouldn't have any.
That's true too. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I think at this point, every answer is like technically correct.
Basically, the Idiocracy movie it's a stupid comedy movie, but at the same time, it had like some interesting concepts. Like basically, it's 100 years in the future from now, and nobody knows how to like communicate well. No one knows how to do anything because there's so much technology that no one knows how to do anything. And it basically, the technology dumb downs our planet to the point where everyone's just an idiot.
It's like all of it, technically.
Yeah, kind of, yeah. Yeah, similar to Wall-E.
Came on this ship and do like,
If you want to win, would you rather? You have to red.
Would you rather play PUBG or play Fortnite? I don't know why this is the last question on the thing, but whatever. Wow, 50-50, 50-50.
They've had it suck. PUBG has this weird crap where you have to like click trigger twice the ADS and then one time it's like over. I don't know. It's like over the shoulder and then you look down the scope.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, it has some funky controls. We'll see. I haven't bought an NHL game in a while because they all end up being the same. They're just roster updates, honestly. Just kind of like Madden. Now, NCAA 21 comes out, then you know I'm going to be buying
Do
that.
you still have your updated version of the NCAA?
Oh, yes. I've been playing that recently, honestly. I played that all summer. Did you? I don't.
Yeah, I don't know how that went. I don't remember.
Well, hopefully things will chill out by the time we get to the end of the semester and I can bring NCAA back in. All right. So for my people online, I'm going to conclude today's stuff, and that's going to be the end of it. So I'm going to stop sharing and get back to the regular thing. Does anyone online have any questions?
I never got the code for the geometrics thing.
The geometrics thing.
Geometric.
That will be coming later, so don't worry about that right now.
Okay.
The main thing is we're just hoping to get you into Canvas right now is honestly the main thing.
Okay.
So once y'all do get into Canvas, let's all kind of go over that real quick. I'm gonna go over Canvas real quick, and then we got to go down to the library, so that's where I'm gonna end it. So let me just share my screen real quick, and we'll go from there. Okay, so once you eventually do get into Canvas, I happened to log in before everything went down, so I got in. But this is where you'll find like the stuff for the day. Basically, there are a few announcements in here. They haven't been posted yet. But for instance, here's your welcome to Adobe announcement. At some point, it might be tomorrow at this point, and if you're online, you can do it today. I need you to fill out this Google form so I can get up with you. It gives me your phone number, your email, your parents' email, all that stuff. It's a basic contact sheet you'd fill out at the beginning of each semester. So that's really all you got to worry about. Your assignments will be in here. We're going to have a whole bunch of assignments throughout the course. I'm still kind of working on this course. There's not a whole lot of stuff given to us by the state, so it's a lot of teacher-created stuff. So we're kind of just working through that and finding the best projects. If you've taken multimedia, it's going to be very similar to multimedia. I'm not going to lie to you, because they've taken multimedia away and they're basically making this the new multimedia. Adobe's will just replace multimedia classes. So bear with us. If there's some things you've already done, just work with us through it, okay? All right, so that's the main thing you needed to know was to go to Canvas and find all your work. If you check Canvas every day, you'll be fine. If you need me, email me. If you're at home, if you're all virtual, whatever, doesn't matter, email me. I'll get back to you probably really quickly. Doesn't even matter what time. I've had someone email me at 12 o'clock really worried about an assignment, and I've emailed them back. So now if you email me, what are we doing tomorrow, I'm not going to email you back at midnight. So just heads up. Okay. Again, any questions from people online? Last call. Again, if you
Yeah.
need. Okay, go ahead.
So like, what is our main job for today? Just to, like get into Canvas or like?
Get into Canvas, fill in that information sheet. Yeah, that's really it. If you can do that and get into Canvas, kind of navigate that, that's really all you're doing. I'm trying not to make anything too hard today because I just want us to all figure out how we're doing this, if that makes sense. So no
10-4.
worries. Yeah, and look, if I do anything work-wise this week, this goes for everybody. Anything work week or anything work for this week, it'll probably be due next week. So no stress, okay? No, there's no need to stress about anything. We're going to get through it all together. Last call. Any questions? All right, I'm going to end the Zoom meeting. Y'all have a great day. Have fun in your other classes, and I'll see y'all later.
All right, bye.
See ya.